Hi guys, this is Connor, and today I will be doing another technology demonstration for you. For this particular week, we are doing differentiation, and essentially what that is it's a teaching method in which it takes into account that students learn at various paces, and what differentiation allows the teacher to do is, in a way, divide a class in accordance to their learning abilities. So some students might be slower, some students might learn things at a much faster rate, and some students might learn on par with what most students in their grade level do. And differentiation keeps the grade together. However, the teacher comes up with different ways and assignment, and that can look like assignments, lesson plans, or even notes for different students to look at. It, but it's the same content area, but it's just going to be taught in a. It can be taught in a more broader way or a more challenged way. So the problem. What's the problem? So we have Miss Jones, and she's a ninth grade geography teacher, and she wants to assign a project. And for this project, it requires certain skills. And while most of the students in the class are proficient or at least are knowledgeable in those skills, some students struggle. This is where differentiation comes into play because we don't want those students to fall behind and we want everyone to be able to do this project. So, what's the solution for this? The technology that I chose was iCivics. And iCivics is a platform that it has games on it, interactive games in which students can they're learning, but it's done in a more appealing way that can suit their age group. And these games they have just key ideas, and they just really appeal to children. That's what I would describe that as. But in terms of the functions of the teacher can create multiple classes within the same in this case the same content area, and they can assign different assignments or even assign games for the students to play. And the teacher is able to see the different progress that each student is making, and the teacher can make that judgment call on whether or not they feel a student is making enough adequate progress to be able to say, this student is developing a certain skill at this time frame that we're looking for, and we're also ensuring that higher or faster students that are learning at a higher rate, that they're not being bored, they're not just doing busy work. um, and as I said before, this technology provides lesson plans, guides, and tips for teachers, and also includes professional development, which is essential for a teacher's success whenever it comes to delivering content to students. So we're going to exit out of that, and then we're going to go to Google here, and we're just going to type in iCivics. We're going to click on that first option. Whenever I first clicked on this, I just made an account. You're just going to press sign in. You're a teacher, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to be assigned to a school right now. As far as I could tell, um, this program is generally free for use. Most of it is, and it does allow the option to donate. And most of this is a nonprofit website. It's just meant to help teachers and teachers to collectively collaborate and just give um, their own methods. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the My Classes section. So I played around with this a little bit. You can edit your avatar. That's not really necessary for this demonstration. So classes. In this case, I just created a basic geography class, and you can do announcements that different students are going to see. But for the sake of this demonstration, For this particular class, it would be prudent to create multiple classes. However, how should I explain this? So we still have her original class, but because some students are not proficient in certain skills, whereas others are, and really this can apply in the general concept area too. We're going to create multiple classes, but they're going to be taught the same content. It's just going to be taught in a different way. So, for this example, we're going to go to, we can click on the class itself, and we can see the announcements, the assignments, and the students that are in the class. And for the assignments, if you wanted to add an assignment, you would just title it, add the class, and just apply the content area to it. But we're going to go to the game section, and this applies to this particular class too, because you can assign games. We'll go to all games, and we can see the various different games that students are able to play. They're very interactive, and they're not too complicated. Pretty much anyone can do it. So you would, in this case, you would just click play. You'll play the game, and at the bottom here, this is meant for the teacher. It'll give the learning objectives and just give a generalization of what the actual class is or what this game is. And if you wanted to assign this, you can assign this game to that particular class that you want. Now, with that said, if you wanted to assign this game to let's say, a slower paced group of students, that would be fine. But if we go here to search our library, we can see the different grade. These are all different units and lesson plans and guides that teachers can use, and they have the different grade levels. So we're looking at elementary school, high school, middle school, etc. The various different topics like the Constitution, news literacy, etc. Then we have content types like blogs or games, lesson plans, etc. And then different resources, PowerPoint, Kahoot, PDF, the time required, technology requirements, tags, etc. And so, for example, let's go to the executive branch. We're going to find it's a good one. Let's go to a lesson plan. We can view the lesson plan, and we can see the different pedagogy tags with it: history, connection, primary source. And while these are not these aren't geography based, it's still the same concept that would still apply to this example. And for teacher resources, we're going to click that, go down here, and we can see that all that you really need for this is just a PDF. And then you would assign this using Kami. And Kami allows PDFs to be edited instead of paying, $20 a month for Acrobat. And the About section, it just gives all the contact information for the website and what exactly it is. The other section for the teaching portion is the professional development. And this kind of gives all of the different events that take place for teachers to go to. And most of them are free. Some you have to pay for. And yeah, it's just very helpful for teachers to just use, and it's very affordable. And yeah, I think that this is a great technology, and I think that it's very flexible for student. It appeals to students that learn at different paces, and it's useful for the teacher because it kind of keeps all the students together, and it makes it efficient for the teacher to be able to see everyone's progress. Um, so yeah, that is my technology, and I hope you have a good night.